Hi folks, welcome to Little Farm Big Dreams. My name is Denise. If you've been here before, welcome back. If this is your first time hanging out, welcome. And if I look like I'm in a hurry, it's because I am. I have a 30-minute window, 30 minutes to harvest my potatoes. That's it, potato season is over. They're coming out of the ground. I've got my big bowl. Darren's gonna drag the hose out for me. Let's see how much we can get done in that amount of time. And when I say 30 minutes, actually in 30 minutes, I need to be in the car, which means these potatoes have to be harvested, washed, laid out to dry. I need time to go inside and wash my hands because I like to garden without gloves on. All right, we're in the potato patch. Let's do this. We will start at the back. I thought I had harvested all the potatoes in this row. Didn't I? Let me check. Oh man, this garden has become a jungle of weeds. Okay. Yeah, I think I harvested everything here. Oh no, maybe I didn't. Haha. I don't even know if you guys can see me over there. Potatoes! Yay! Okay. All right. Oh, this is exciting. There are potatoes in here. Oh, some of them saw too much light and have turned green. Admittedly, I did not do a great job of coming out here and managing hilling these up through the season. My bad. But for a garden that was never supposed to happen, I think this is pretty good, right? Oh, that one's a decent size. I love digging up potatoes. Funnest harvest in the garden, I think. Well, any root vegetable for that matter is fun to harvest because it's all wrapped up in its gift wrap, soil. Alrighty. I'm sorry I didn't take better care of you potatoes, but I appreciate you providing food for us nevertheless. I'll time this after the fact, see how many minutes it takes me in total, and I'll let you know how quickly I was able to harvest all my taters. Now this row is done. Yeah, I don't think there are any plants in here. This one was harvested already. Just run my hands through just in case. And if you're wondering what the next plans are for this garden, I am going to be preparing it for winter, creating the beds and covering them, reducing the weed pressure, maybe shaping it a little bit better because again, this was a very last minute idea. So it didn't come together perfectly. But next weekend, Thanksgiving weekend, I'm going to be planting garlic. Yes. And for those of you who've been following along and know my situation with regards to garlic, you'll be wondering like, why are you planting garlic, Denise? You can't even eat the stuff. But I can eat the scapes. So I'm going to produce scapes for me and garlic for Darren. The reason I ran out today to do this harvest is because, as you can see, the soil is incredibly dry, and tomorrow they're announcing rain. And it's a lot easier to harvest when the soil is dry rather than muddy. And it's easier to wash the potatoes off as well because there's less gunk stuck to it. Oh, wow. Oh, that's a nice one. Oh. Yeah, that has been harvested. All right, next. Oh boy, doing good here. I'm not going to use the pitchfork. All of this was harvested except for the end here. Oh yeah. Now don't worry, I'm not missing any potatoes. If you think I've left something behind, it's because it was actually a rock. Okay, it was all harvested already. One last big pass. Rock. Okay. Last row. Here we go. Don't worry, the fence is not on. It's not electrified. It was just a guard against the chickens coming in through the season. Oh yeah. Honestly, this row should be pretty promising because the plants in this row throughout the entire season, they were the healthiest looking ones. So yeah, I'm finding lots in here. That's a rotted one. I should count how many potatoes are coming out of each plant. Rock versus potato. You know, we watch these homesteading videos on YouTube and on social media, and it's all so romantic, and people peacefully in their gardens just strolling around, and that happens. I'm not gonna lie. We made this choice so that we could make that happen. We moved out here for that purpose, so we purposefully have to take the time to do it. But most of the time, this is what gardening looks like. We're in a hurry, we're racing weather, we're racing schedules, we're racing mealtime, there's always something. Oh, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, tiny, but it counts, 7. 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13. Hi, Izzy. 14. Hi, love. I'm almost done getting them all. I'm on the last row. 16. Was that 16? Did I lose count? Did I count this wrong? Now I know they didn't go deeper than this because the ground is rock hard. This area that we planted our potatoes in was a bald, kind of yucky looking area that had started to turn to weeds when after our well was put in the spring of 2024. I'll link the video to that whole playlist ordeal. That was an unplanned event. So I just got some composted horse manure and created rows on top of the yucky soil. So is that 16 or 17 potatoes in this one plant? I don't know. Put it on the screen if I was wrong, but I think it was 17 from one plant. That's not bad at all, I'd say. 1, 2, oh, that one's green. We'll have to cut that part off. All right, 15. Moving on to this plant. So this one was exposed to light, so it turned green. I'll see if I can cut that part off and eat it fresh, but the green is actually toxic, and that comes from exposure to light. Oh, wow, look at these ones. Beauties. How many minutes are we at?
25.
Ooh, I gotta go. I gotta go.
Pull faster, pull faster.
I'm going as fast as I can. Last one. Oh. Here are a few more. Wow, okay. Rocks and rocks. This area became my rock garden where I would toss the rocks when I would find them. Okay, I think that's the tiny one over here. Am I missing the spot? No. Well, I'm doing a great squat here, so if anything, gardening is going to help me get into shape. The only challenge here is actually seeing if my knees will allow me to get up. All right. Wow. That's it for potato season. Let's spray these down with the hose on the grass. I'll let them dry. And when I get back, we'll box them up and let them cure. Okay. Oh, they're so beautiful. Ah! I gotta go. Okay, guys. Whoa! Well, that's Potato Harvest 2025. I gotta run. Maybe after I'm done, I'll just put a little bit of footage here of me collecting them and putting them away. Don't follow me. I gotta run. Don't film me running. It looks silly. Are you filming me? Hi, Izzy. I gotta go. If any of you were worried about those potatoes being left out in the sun while I was gone, worry not, my friends. Darren came to the rescue, and while I was gone, he went out there and gathered them all up when they were dry. And so now we're gonna box them up in single layer, cover them up so that the light can't touch them and make them turn green. And I don't know what I'll do next. I'll either store them for the winter or maybe can some. And for those of you who were wondering how long it took me exactly to harvest those potatoes, remember I had a 30-minute window, right? I went back and looked at the footage and it took me exactly 30 minutes and 36 seconds, including washing the potatoes. I'm pretty happy with that. And I was on time for my appointment. Thanks for joining me, folks. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.